Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I am creating a new channel all about love, health, beauty, chit-chat about all the things that are going on in our worlds. So for today's video, I wanted to just give an honest first impression of the Vault collection. I will be honest, I have worn a few of these shades, just a quick get out of the house look, but I haven't really swatched them at all to see how they look or if they're patchy or if they're not patchy. So I'm really excited to get to the bottom of this and see if I got one of the bad palettes. I just want to start off by saying that I'm not getting paid to do this. Obviously, this is my very first video. I just wanted to give some of the people who are considering buying the Jaclyn Hill palette a real, honest, raw video. Because after watching last night's video, I'm curious about if there really are bad palettes or if people are just out there wanting to bring someone down. So I will say that I have been a Jaclyn Hill fan. I've bought her Jaclyn Hill palette. I have her face palette that she did with Becca. I use them both regularly. I love them. But I am skeptical of this Vault collection just with how quick the relaunch went. But I really do just want to swatch it honestly for you guys and let you know my opinion. So here is the Vault collection. I purchased it from Morphe. Obviously you can only buy the singles at Ulta, so I wanted the whole thing. So it has this fancy little ribbon where you can pull out the shades or the palettes to see which one you are in the mood for that day. So there's 4 palettes: Dark Magic, Armed and Gorgeous, Ring the Alarm, and Bling Boss. So all 4 of these are different color themes, and it's only $49 for all 40 shades. So that's just barely over $1, and I think that is an amazing deal, honestly. So yeah, I'm excited to see what it's like. I'm going to start with the Dark Magic. The first shade is called Poof. I'm just barely going to go in and swatch really lightly just to see how they really show with barely any. That one's really nice. It's super creamy, super pigmented. Next, Power Cut. That one's really pretty. As a foil, I'm super impressed with it just because, you know, some can be just like a sparkle overlay, and that's really nice. Next is Shh. Shh is kind of light, but it's super creamy and super pigmented. It went on really nicely, honestly. Alright, next is Trickery. You have got to be kidding me right now. That is beautiful. It's like a sparkly emerald color. I really like that one. It was so creamy and so pigmented too. Like, I barely touched it. I'm going to show you right now. That's Divergent. I barely touched it. And that's what we get out of like a quick touch. That one's beautiful. Beautiful. The 6th shade is called Potion. Barely touched that one. That one seems like it's a little less creamy than the other ones, but it's still super pigmented and super buildable. I like that one as well. Next is Busted. Oh my god, that's like a beautiful jewel tone blue. That is really pretty, super soft and creamy, really pigmented. Alright, next is Inside Job. I feel like Inside Job is a tiny bit patchy, but it's still really creamy and super beautiful. So I'd still say that this palette is so far killing it. Next is Mojo. That one's also a tiny bit matte, or a tiny bit patchy, but I feel like the mattes you always kind of have to build. I don't know, but it's super creamy and still super pigmented. It's just a little bit patchy. Alright, so the last one is Temptress. Amazing. That's really nice and creamy. You're definitely going to have to build if you want a super dark look, but that's just one little tiny touch and it's still really impressive. So far, I'm loving it. Is the Dark Magic palette. Super beautiful, super creamy, super pigmented. Alright, next I'm going to go in with the Armed and Gorgeous palette. This one I definitely got into that gold right away and it was super beautiful on my eyes, so I'm excited to see how it swatches. The first shade is called VIP. I feel like this would be a super pretty highlight color on your eyes. Are you kidding me? That showed up so beautifully. I'm so impressed with that color. That is gorgeous. Alright, the next one is called Access. Okay, that one is super patchy. Not gonna lie. Access is a little patchy. Alright, Guilt Trip. Are you kidding me? That is so creamy, so beautiful. I feel like so far the foils have been way prettier than the mattes. The mattes just need a little bit of build up. Like, let's see if we add another one to Access, how it will look. Yeah, it builds up nicely. It's just definitely the first swatch wasn't as strong as the other ones have been. Alright, so next I'm going in with Coin. Pretty. Yeah, these foils are swatching amazingly. Like, normally the sparkly eyeshadows don't show up nicely at all. But here we are. And they are gorgeous. Here's another matte. It is called Agent. Agent actually swatched really nicely. That's super pretty. It's like a pumpkin-y orange color, burnt orange. Alright. Top Secret is next. Top Secret is a little dry, but it's definitely really blendable. I feel like the more you play with it, the better it gets. Alright, next is Smooth Criminal. Smooth Criminal's also not as creamy as the other ones, but it's still really pigmented and really pretty. Next is Secure. Okay, really dry. Super dry. I have to work really hard with Smooth or Secure. That's a bummer. The more you rub it in though, the better. But like that first swatch was just... Alright. Next is Prowl. That is gorgeous. Prowl showed up beautifully. Super creamy, super pigmented. That looks good. That looks really good. Alright, the last shade is Classified. That one feels a little dry, but let's see. You know what? That one's actually really pretty. It's not as pigmented as the other foils, but it definitely is really pretty. So here is the Armed and Gorgeous palette. As you can see, some of them did not swatch as nicely as the other ones did, but still super pigmented. And I feel like these work really well. You just might have to work with some of them, which is, you know, kind of expected with this price point. This price point is really good for the quality of these shadows. Alright, the third palette is a Ring the Alarm. Okay, first I'm going to go in with Lolly. Lolly is so pretty. It's like this bright pink with hints of orange and yellow. The more you look at it, the more colors you can see in it. That's gorgeous. Alright, next is Rush. Rush is a little dry, not as creamy, but still super pigmented. Alright, third one is On Camera. gorgeous. These foils are amazing. I'm truly impressed. All right, Boom. Are you kidding me? Boom is seriously so gorgeous. I can't get over that right now. Boom is like this gorgeous copper color, so pretty. Alright, the 5th one is called Alert. Alert is really nice. I kind of thought it was a little dry at first, but it's actually super pigmented and super blendable, not patchy at all, which is good to know. Alright, the next shade is called Bomb Ass. I'm shook. That is the prettiest shade so far. That is gorgeous. Bomb Ass is bomb ass. I'm not kidding you right now. That is the most pigmented shade I've seen so far. That is amazing. Alright, Siren. A little dry, but let's see. Super blendable. Just going to need to work with it a little bit more than those foils. Alright, next is Mugshot. Mugshot is a little bit more dry. Super blendable, super pigmented though. Super pretty. That, it might literally just take 2 swipes just to make it look perfect. Alright, next is Framed. Framed is gorgeous. That was amazing. Alright, Secret is the last one on this palette. Oh my god. This palette is good. Alright, here is the Ring the Alarm palette. Super pretty. I really like this palette. The colors are very pigmented and they seem really blendable. Alright, the last palette in the Vault collection is Bling Boss. Bling Boss seems to me like it's going to be my favorite just by the colors. I've played with a couple of them, but like I said, I haven't swatched yet. So I'm excited to see how they turn out. So this is kind of like a pinky purpley palette. The first shade I'm going to go in with is Bling Bling. Super pretty. That one's a little chunky. Definitely took 2 swipes for that one, but still super pigmented. I love that. Alright, this one's called Hush Hush. Super pretty. That one's definitely going to need a couple swipes too. Alright, the third one is Gem. Wow, that one is so pretty. Such a bright, vibrant purple. Alright, next is Pizzazz. Looks like it has pizzazz itself. Dang! That is pretty. That is so gorgeous, so pigmented, so creamy. I know I keep saying that, but oh my gosh. Alright, the 5th one is called Mystic. Obviously super pigmented, a little bit of fallout there, but still really pretty. I definitely think the mattes are gonna be a little bit harder to work with than the foils. That's just my opinion. Alright, next is Sparks. Super pretty. Definitely didn't spread as much as I would like it to. Kind of stuck, but still good. Alright. Next is Glitz and Glam. Cute. Definitely gonna take 2 swipes, I can tell, but super pretty. Very creamy, very blendable. Next is Rockstar. Rockstar is a little patchy. Let's see if it can take some build up. I don't know, Rockstar's having a hard time. Ballsy. That's Ballsy. I'm going to go over it twice just because I would like to see it built up. Super pretty. I love that one. It's just a very subtle purple. Alright, the last one is called Berry Treasure. That's insane. That's so gorgeous. It's like matte black, but with purple and gold sparkles added. Okay, here is Bling Boss. I think that shade is not coming up on the camera very well. Hopefully you guys can see it. But Bling Boss is probably my second favorite. I love it. Super pretty. This is the only shade, this shade and this shade, that really struggled. Okay, so I just wanted to point out that none of mine have a V2 on the back. Mine just says AB07D on all of them. So my final verdict at this is that there is no difference between V2 or non-V2. I'm wondering if all the people out there complaining or are just upset with themselves for spending $50 or if they really are having problems with the palette. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my review of the Vault collection. I would say if you have $49 to spend, get it. I would say that if you like reds, Ring the Alarm is definitely my favorite in the whole collection. This is gorgeous, especially with fall coming up. If you have $15 to spend, this is what I would spend it on. If you can get the whole Vault collection, I would recommend it highly. I think that this is a beautiful product. I'm really proud of Jaclyn for creating something at such a low price point but giving us such high quality. Alright guys, that is the Vault collection from Jaclyn Hill and Morphe. I hope you found this video helpful and that it makes your decision of whether to buy the Vault collection or not. Thanks for watching guys and have a great weekend.